Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create this effect in Adobe Photoshop. Let's jump right into it. First of all, let's write our text. Let's write Photoshop because we love Photoshop. That's right. We're going to add a new blank layer and our brush tool, and we're going to paint some white. You can just randomly do this. The randomer, the better. I don't know if anyone ever said that. Next, I'll go with a light blue. And finally, I'm going to add in an orangey red color. I'll hold down the Alt or Option key, and as you can see, if you hover in between two layers, this arrow will appear. We'll click on it. This way, our top layer will go inside our bottom layer. I'm going to press Command T or Control T if you're on a PC to transform. Right click and select warp. Right now, you can just go crazy with it and just warp all the colors around till you get a color combination pattern that you are happy about. I think this looks pretty neat. I like where it's going. So I'll right click on my two layers and convert them into a smart object. What we're going to do next is duplicate our layer by pressing Command J or Control J. Then go to Filter, Blur, Radial Blur. And we're not going to set it to spin, but we are going to set it to zoom. And we're going to adjust the amount to 20, best quality, and press OK. As you can see, we get this zoom effect. Let's hide our base layer for now. That's going to be our unedited version, let's say. And we're going to duplicate this, and the back and the one underneath that, we're going to just double click on the radial blur and go with 50 maybe to get this. Duplicate again, select the bottom copy and go with 100. Let's do this maybe one last time and just add another one on top, another 100 on top of your other one. Now, as you can see, you get this pretty cool look, and we're going to drag our unedited layer on top of everything, and we are going to just change the blending mode of that to multiply, and we get this cool looking effect. You can obviously go on and keep duplicating these for as long as you want and stacking these effects one on top of the other, but you reach a certain point that your computer is basically going to explode. So what I usually do is just convert everything into a smart object again, duplicate that, and then go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian blur. We're going to blur it quite a bit, maybe something like 50 could work. We're going to drag this to the bottom, and I'm going to make this bigger because it's going to be blurred, obviously, and reduce its opacity. I'll make another copy of this on top of everything, bring back the opacity to max, and then change the blending mode to color dodge. And you're supposed to get a cool effect. You're probably never going to end up with the same thing I ended up with. That's because there's just too many variables and too many colors, the way the colors you choose, the way you position them inside of your text, the amount of blurs you put. But something cool is going to end up coming out of that if you follow these steps at least. You can add some noise and some texture as a last thing, but yeah, that's basically it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and feel free to comment down below if you have any tutorial requests or suggestions, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.